Hi, this is Mark, and I am in the hotel. This is the lower level, but they're still piping the Christmas music, so you might hear that in the background. This is the level of the fitness room, and they have like some conference rooms, I think. And yeah, I'm just back to my hotel after actually teaching a yoga class in the hotel where I'm doing the big JT Fox convention, the Mega Success Convention. And there's a couple, Jenny and Craig, who taught their fitness workout. And then I asked to tag on after that to do yoga because it's perfect. After doing, we did this 16-minute workout of theirs and then going right into about a 20-minute yoga practice. And it felt really good. So I had a nice group, and I'm back to the hotel to get ready to change and then head back over. But I'm going to do my reading first from the Golden Present, Daily Inspirational Readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda. And this is a video project I started on December 21st, 2016, and have been committing to making a video per each reading from the book, posting it until December 20th. So a 365-day video project. And this is for November 17th. And the topic for this one is I don't need to be afraid of anyone in this world. So this is set up as a question and answer format. All right, the question. Would you please say something about fear? Sometimes I wake up at night and do not know who or where I am, except that my heart is pounding because I am so frightened. And Swami Satchidananda, Sri Gurudev, has this to say. The part that sleeps in a sleeping state is the conscious mind. The subconscious mind can still function. When the conscious mind sleeps and the subconscious mind functions, you call it a dream. If the subconscious mind also sleeps, that is what you call sleep. When the conscious mind sleeps, the fear that is in the subconscious mind takes the opportunity to come to the surface. Probing into that fear is almost like analyzing the garbage before throwing it out. Instead of worrying about what caused the fear, replace it with something positive. Say, whatever it is, it's something that happened before. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not going to affect me anymore. I am bold, I am strong. I am consciously doing the right things. I am practicing yoga. I am doing a lot of prayer and meditation. I trust in God. I love everybody. I don't need to be afraid of anyone in this world because all people are my brothers and sisters. Everyone is my own self. See? Din the positive thoughts into the subconscious mind with the conscious mind. Consciously work at it. When the positive thoughts go in, they will squeeze the undesirable thoughts out of the subconscious. Modern psychology seems to be interested into probing into it. What caused it? Is it your father, mother? Yoga doesn't worry about that. Ignore it. The more you think about it, the more you are encouraging it. The more you think about a thought, the more it gets strengthened. Any thought. If you ignore it, you are starving it. By putting in positive thoughts, the fear will go away. Well, I want to go back to what was brought up here, was like this question about basically waking up and having these fearful thoughts. And I think what's happening in that moment is we're believing that they're real. We're kind of in that, in-between state, so it's hard to maybe have that ability for the rational mind to function. But what's happening, I believe, is that some kind of thought pops up and we think we are that thought. We think we are that fear. We think that fear is real. And what I like that's happening here is Swami Satchidananda is breaking it down to help us recognize that this is just a thought, and rather than going through it to dissect it, which really only emphasizes the energy of that thought, replace it. Start to bring in some positive thought. Bring in an affirmation. Maybe it's the exact opposite of whatever the fear is. I'm afraid I'm not going to fall back asleep. I'm afraid I'm going to stay up all night. Instead, say, my body is resting. I send my body back to sleep. I'd like my body to get rest and feel rested in the morning. something like that creates a positive energy rather than spiraling into the negative energy. And it can be a habit form or a habit method of dealing with life a lot of times for a lot of people, that they're used to having something happen and spiraling it in towards a negative place, or not even realizing it's negative, but just having it fester on that same thought over and over and over. So something has to shift, and what Swami Satchidananda says in yoga, we replace it. There's a practice called Pratipaksha Bhavana, just the fancy name of it, but you're replacing a negative with a positive. And it said there's both of those positive and negative thoughts can't occupy the same space in your mind. So if you start to add in more of those positive thoughts and positive ideas, positive feelings, that can shift. Those things can change. By putting in positive thoughts, the fear will go away. But it takes practice. Sometimes we maybe can hold on to a positive thought for a moment, and then in the next second, the negative thoughts start coming again, and we think, oh, see, I failed, didn't work. But you just hang in there, do it as a practice so that you can get better at it. Sometimes we think if we try it once, we're supposed to get it with anything in life. We tried yoga once and didn't get it. Oh, I can't do yoga. Or if I didn't get these answers right on the test, then I'll never get them right. Well, no, you have to study again. You need to go back and focus on it again. And that's how all of these things work. It requires that discipline and that focus. And without that, we can kind of just have, this moderate experience in the world. We'll get by, we'll figure out how to get food, we'll figure out how to get enough sleep, we'll figure out how to find the person we want to be with. Those things will just happen because it's, the reading the other day, it might have been yesterday, Swami Satchidananda said even animals know how to do things like that. So the very basics, we're going to figure it out. But to help train the mind to move out of some of these other challenging things we're dealing with, it's going to take some practice. It's going to take that time, effort, discipline, focus, courage, and support. You want to have people around you that are like-minded. If you've got people who have a negative vibe, Damien here at JT Fox calls them ice cubes. If you've got ice cubes around you, they're going to bring you down. They're going to move away that fire that's in you, and you don't. Oftentimes we don't need that. Maybe never do we need that, but there's sometimes we need that because it actually ignites us even more. It makes us feel like, well, I'm going to definitely do it now. If anybody is going to try to, feel like they're not going to support me, they don't believe in me, well, I'm going to show them, and maybe that fuels you. But if it's going to bring you down, move away. If a negative thought's going to bring you down, shift it. And it takes practice. All right, that's my reading for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.